So to get started, we're going to hand the mic over to Jay Cutler. And one of the most impressive things I always thought about Jay's competitive career was, I hope I get the number right, but 10 years in a row you were either first or second at the Mr.Olympia. Well, he's saying unfortunately, but that takes an incredible amount of determination to come up and be runner-up and keep coming back, and eventually he got it. And then he got it 4 times. So here he is, 4-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler.
Thank you, John. Once again, guys, thanks for coming out today. I know it's Super Bowl weekend. A lot of people have a lot of plans. And when we started doing this event a few years ago, we never imagined we'd get this much turnout. And some people here might be not here only to learn about the competitions. I know we have a lot of experience, especially back here. And I think a lot of people like to share their journeys and why they started. And I started at the age of 18. And I wanted to be something great. I never imagined I'd be a professional bodybuilder. I didn't even know what it was. I started weight training when I was in college, and that led into a competition, and I just loved being on stage. So I pursued it as a teenager, turned professional at a pretty young age, 23, and started a huge career. And Steve has been a huge backbone of my success. He sat with me early and explained how the business worked, and just become a pro doesn't mean you're just going to be in competitions. You have to start marketing yourself and do appearances and do events such as this. And you don't realize that eventually that leads to being a role model for a lot of people that follow your career. And I always say I trained selfishly, meaning I just was trying to be better. And being 6 years retired now, I'm still out there putting content and putting YouTube videos and traveling to events. And I hate to travel, but I love the experience when I stand face to face with people like yourselves that are trying to get to a certain level. It may not be the Olympia stages. They mentioned all the titles up here and New York Pros and all those titles. You may just want to be better. It might be a weight challenge. It might be to stand on stage to prove to someone something different. So we all have different goals, but what I tell everyone, you take a step at a time. And you start off on local level, and then you work your way up to the national level. And then eventually you get to the pro status and you pick and choose what you're going to be. And there's plenty of people in this room that will be pros someday. And I know we have some other pros that are sitting in the room, but you never know where it's going to take you. And it's consistency, it's the diet patterns, it's the sleep patterns. But you have to love what you do. You have to be passionate about it. If you're passionate about what you do, you can be great. And no one has a shelf on how far they can go. So we're here to kind of give you guys that push. And Sean mentioned, we all started in the beginning. I started on the local level. I was nervous as hell to get on stage. And the transition that your body has to go through for those 12 or 16 weeks to diet down, create a physique that will stand there under the lights and be impressive, it's a journey. And you really learn a lot about yourself. And it teaches you a lot about life in general. And it gives you the discipline. And anyone that knows that trains consistently, it's the patterns of that, with the diet and the training, the sleep, that really builds progression. And what motivates people like me, or Juliana, Angelica, Juan, George, we all strive to be our best. And the fans around us, the support system, it's not just individual. You have to have the friends, the family. They have to be able to deal with that. And we know the diet's not hard, right? The food that we eat, the foods that we eat aren't the most, they're not the burgers and fries. And I know, Juan, you're a big burgers and fry guy. But we have to go through that. I was a fish dieter. I hated fish. I used to eat it with my nose. Hell. But I did it because it made my physique better. And we all go through that. And it's, like I said, it's a transitional thing. And you never know where it's going to take you. So hopefully you guys will be able to learn some things up here. I know there's a lot of questions, so I could talk forever about what I've done and whatnot, but we'll open up some questions at the end, but I want to let everyone else speak. So thank you guys once again for coming out. And participate. I encourage everyone to participate and ask the questions, because I know some of you guys might have some questions, and there's no stupid questions. Almost no stupid questions. Thank you. All right, who's next, Sean?